Welcome back to my channel. Glad you're here. The video I'm going to share right now is the second half of the day in which you saw the morning of in my last video. That morning with the frantic bite on the south side of the dam and the 20-inch trout that I caught. Well, I left there to go searching for where the trout may be. And I know there's an idiom that says don't leave fish to find fish, but living by that idiom only is going to stunt your growth, essentially your knowledge growth as a speckled trout angler. Don't be afraid of being skunked. So on this particular day, I moved south down the Mr. Go and just looking for fish, trying different spots, trying really kind of a variety of rock, rubble, marsh type environments. And I think you'll be surprised how far south I find the trout for a day in the end of February. There's a nice trout. It's a 18-incher. They are just feasting today on this small 17 MR small bait, but they really liking that small bait. So it's a nice fat 18-incher. Really happy to catch that one out here. I'm kind of just in the marsh. I'm not along the rocks where you typically find those. I released that one too because an 18-incher is also going to produce a lot of eggs in 2023 if it's given the chance. It's another nice trout. I don't know if it'll match the other 18-incher, but we'll see. Nope, this is probably a 16. Yep, that would be a 16. Still very nice fat trout. I hope this is a giant trout. That's probably unlikely. This is probably a redfish. Looks like I'm seeing some red. Yep, that is a redfish tail for sure. Oh, he's off. It's kind of small lure to be catching redfish. This is a classical spot for speckled trout to congregate. It was a canal whose edge got blown out so that there was now a break into a lake, and water can flow either way depending on the tide, and it flows across the eroded out bank. So now there's structure, and the speckled trout can hang around that structure and ambush bait as it comes in with the current, either in or out. So casting around that break line now, where the structure is still there underwater, but it's still there, that's where you find the fish. Okay, and there is a 17-inch trout on the slick lure. Beautiful fish. This is turning out to be a really good spot. This is the fourth decent size or large size trout I pulled out of here. Very nice spot. Ooh. This is a good trout here. It's a very good trout. Oh my goodness. That's a nice trout. Wow. That's a fat 17-incher on the matrix shad. Lemon limbo slice. A real nice fish. That's another nice trout. Oh, come on. Beautiful 16-incher. Same lure. Next cast. I think I found the trout. I checked the salinity here. It's a little over 10 ppt, so that's much better than what I've been experiencing the last few weeks. There we go. It's a jerkbait fish. Nice. It'll be 14.5, close to 15 on that cutter 90. So I'm gonna wrap it up, head back to the house. So this was the sort of mid-morning and afternoon trip. The morning trip was very different. This trip, I was on the much farther out, so on the outside, on the edge of the chandelier of Brenton Sound. And a couple things I noticed out here. For one thing, the water temperature was 59 degrees, and it had been 78 on the inside, so huge difference in conditions. A lot of fish activity though out here, a lot of trout, other redfish and drum. There's a lot of activity out here, also a lot of bait, but I did notice that whereas the 3.5, 4-inch long jerkbait did not produce as well this morning on the inside, and instead the little 17 MR17 Muradine, that one did better. So I think one conclusion you could draw from that is that the bait on the inside is a lot smaller, which makes sense because all the fry and larvae go in to grow up, so all of the smaller fish are in there growing up, whereas out here you're going to have more mature bait out here, so pogies, and I did see a lot of mullet, but just a little bit larger size, and so that could very well count for the jerk bait doing better out here. But really amazing day for February. I don't think I've ever fished out here successfully in February. We're definitely getting an early start on what could be closer to summer fishing, and so I hope we do have summer fishing. Hope it doesn't fall off the globe. So anyway, stick around for some more videos be coming your way.